Today we're introducing a pumpkin to the pack just to see their reaction to different types of resources. 305 doesn't care much about it, and neither does Mocha. Others prefer their new hobby. We'll touch on that a little bit later. As predicted, the pumpkin is getting much attention. Now that sound can only mean one thing. That's our resident alpha, Kadabra. She's either marking or she's stoically guarding, which is actually a good thing because we have a couple of coyotes that we've actually spotted recently. Daisy Duke, on the other hand, doesn't even realize I have a camera in my hand. She's so content that she actually has the pumpkin all to herself that she really doesn't care at this point. Athena, who's Kadabra's beta, actually has been acting more and more like Kadabra. She hangs around her and she stands stoically, almost like she's guarding. .305 is just doing what he loves to do. That's just chewing on sticks and being around the burn pile. Now that little Bo has gone to another pack, I'm focusing more and more on Macho, trying to see if he could give me some alpha traits. This is just so I could be better prepared so that in a year and a half or so, he could take over. Athena keeps doing her best Kadabra impersonation, but Daisy Duke, she just don't care. Aruba heads to the big mound because she wants a piece of that pumpkin, only to realize that some of the pups and other dogs had actually changed its location. She swiftly made her way there. Kadabra, on the other hand, she stays behind. She's always looking like she's looking for something, but sometimes I can't even figure out exactly what it is that she's looking for. Now my eyes may be playing tricks on me, but it seems like Athena's gaining more and more confidence every day. Here she is taking over the pumpkin, the one resource that is currently around the pack. She does allow other dogs to be around her, but if you notice, they all have their tails down, including Chanel. And just like that, she picked up the pumpkin and she moved it with authority. What's curious is she drops the pumpkin and then she heads over to Kadabra's side in order to be able to watch over the pack. Now I can tell you there is no dog better suited to teach puppies how to eat a pumpkin than Mama Aruba. When I tell you Kadabra's always on the lookout and she is our one true alpha, there's no mistaking what I'm saying. You might think I have to wait hours to be able to get shots like these. Fact of the matter is, she's always stoic, she's always on guard, and she's always on the lookout. It's actually quite easy. Today she seems a bit uneasy. Last time I seen her like this, there was a coyote in our yard. Now that's odd. Athena's also guarding. The tension in the air is almost palpable. I could see it in Kadabra. She's always stoic and intense, but she's definitely on edge. Turns out it wasn't a coyote, but it seems like to me that Kadabra is trying to bully Chanel. Even though it's all play, she's wagging her tail. They actually have quite a story. So this is what happens when a puppy steps out of line. This is how the alpha puts that pup in its place. Chanel no longer wants to challenge Kadabra in any way. Kadabra still looks around and she sees Daisy Duke and decides, you know what? I'm in that type of energy, so let's start testing everybody out. Might seem like a game, and it starts out as such, but you'll soon see what it actually becomes. Each individual member of the pack is constantly reasserting their position. I don't think Kadabra needs to reassert her position with Daisy Duke. She poses no threat. However, I feel that by her doing this whenever they're young, she could drill it into their head that she's going to be the alpha by the time they become adults. I also think that this actually toughens up the pups. And it's actually something that is needed for there to be pack harmony. And that is for every member to know where their position lies. This way, they don't step out of line. I could tell that Ali is very frightened by all this. She's scared of Kadabra, and she definitely does not want to confront her. She just wants to get out of her way, which is the least that she's actually been able to do. Ali decides to run by my legs, and Kadabra stops for a moment, but I back up immediately, giving her an opportunity to do whatever it is that she feels that needs to be done. What Kadabra's looking for nipping down at her legs is full submission. That's what an alpha, or a king, or a queen is looking for. They want 100% loyalty and full submission without a question. And Kadabra doesn't want to stop until she gets that. Ali flees and she finally gets what she wants. Kadabra leaves her alone. Now, I know Macho was around the big mound. I'm pretty sure Kadabra is going to find a way to test him out. To my surprise, Kadabra is allowing Macho to nip at her lips. Y'all seen the last episode what she did to little Daisy Duke. And it seems like Macho's just reinvigorated himself with Kadabra's presence. He seems to be more energetic and actually enjoying this encounter. Perhaps Kadabra is seeing something we're not seeing. She doesn't treat any of the other pups this same way. Now, Kadabra did pin Macho, but Macho didn't just stay there stationary. He's actually been able to stand up, and he's given her what seems to be a run for her money. As you can see, Chanel has joined in as Kadabra's subordinate. Now, pay close attention to this sequence. Now, I don't know if you picked up on this, but the sound that came out of Macho was not of a scared pup. It was more of an angered pup. In fact, Kadabra had to growl at him twice for him to leave. Might be the reason Kadabra's so tolerant with him. We just might have a true alpha in our hands. Afterwards, Macho's able to shake it off. He has a very calm demeanor, and it's almost like nothing really happened. But make no mistake about it, that's etched in Kadabra's memory, even though Athena's next to her, watching her back. Now, I've never had an alpha dog actually go out and play these type of stick games with other dogs. I don't know if it is that they don't do it so that there's not a chance for them to be dropped from the ranks of the hierarchy, but what just happened in 305, I have never seen happen to any alpha that's ever crossed this yard. Now, is he peeing or is he marking? Go ahead and leave your comments below. Move back. Oh! Now, true to form, I told you guys before this series would be done, these dogs would not be afraid of going through the culverts. There's one in particular, though, that loves it more than most. Now, question number 18 of the QBN raffle. What's the name of this dog that actually loves going through the culverts more than anyone else? Now, you guys have seen I've dropped quite a few comments, but I actually got a phone call. Somebody wants to see my dogs having fun. We're going to show you that clip, then we're going to show you where our dogs sleep. Some of y'all been asking, what do the facilities look like on the inside? So we're going to show you. This is what we got in here, guys. We got the red lights. We also have a heater system, or AC unit, you want to call it that. We pack with packed hay. That's what they use as bedding, right? And over there we got Mocha, our girl Mocha. All right, so basically this is how we have our setup, and keeps everybody nice and warm. Now guys, make sure to click on this next video. You definitely don't want to miss it, and make sure to catch up on our old dog pack videos.